Hello, this is Ross Marquand. I'm here with Don. Want to say hi to Jimmy, Casey, Steven from the Dead Truth Podcast.
Hey guys, my name is Jimmy. Welcome to the Dead Truth Podcast.
It's Casey.
It's Dawn.
Steven.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo!
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in.
I don't think Jimmy can hear us. Can you hear us, Jimmy?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think these things went dead. My son keeps taking them. Yeah, I literally only get to play with this thing maybe once a month. He takes it every time. I just found it and I'm like, yeah, I get to use them. Then they died the first 5 seconds.
Dead. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's a letdown. It's fine though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
How's
everybody
everybody doing
survive
tonight?
with no Walking Dead this past Sunday?
It was hard. It was hard, but I made it.
I know, like I even on the way home today, I was thinking, oh crap, I gotta go watch the newest episode. I was like,
Kind of
no.
surreal though, guys. It really is.
It is, man.
Hate everybody in the comments, by the way. I see everybody saying
Yeah,
hello.
hey everyone, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
So I think, don't we have a special guest tonight?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
all right.
Oh,
You got
wait.
some?
All right.
We got some?
What you got, Steven?
I got mine too.
Nice. I got a little keychain.
We got a keychain.
I
Mine
got a
signed
little-
by Jeffrey.
I know, right? That's
Mine-
cool, dude.
This one ain't. No, I ain't got one signed by Jeffrey. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
I
That is
think I hear
cooler.
somebody knocking, so let me go ahead and answer the door here. Hey, who's this?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, hello.
Hello.
You all got your Lucille's?
I got
Oh,
my
yes.
Lucille all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nice. That is cool. Who's got a real Lucille?
I
don't
do.
got the real thing.
I
That
do
thing
one
might-
if you would. Yeah, for sure.
I got the one from Miss Melinda. They're not real. Well, they're real bats, but you know, she was at the viewing party. She had the little ones and the big ones.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're real bats, but it's not real barbed wire or anything.
Oh, right.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah,
They're
they're
just
Yeah.
a fan or
That is dangerous to walk around with as well. So I use a prop one. I've got a rubber Lucille. This one's not bendy Lucille, but one of them I have bends.
nice.
Just so if you hit anybody with it, they won't die.
well, that's how they had one of those on set like that too. When I was working at the sanctuary, they had a real bendy one like the one you got.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet they needed lots of different types there.
Yeah.
Like for definite. Bloody Lucille's and oh god. Yep. Dangerous
Everybody's
thing. I
look-
cut my shoulder on one once.
Uh-oh.
You know, on a real one.
Right?
I like put it over my shoulder to do a video and I accidentally pulled it too low and slashed my shoulder.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, be careful.
So that wasn't
Everybody's
good.
blowing up the comments there, and everybody's saying hello to you.
Yeah, man. This is
Oh hey, how do you see the comments by the way?
You're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to. So when you get done, you can go back in the comments, and I think Steven and Casey's going to be able to kind of read them off to you. I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, well, hi
Yeah, so-
everyone in the comments and thank you for joining. And,
We'll try to pop up a few on the screen every once in a while for you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can see it. It's magical. When I put these things on, I can see now. So there you go. I can see.
Yeah, it's great to be here in Sonoma, Georgia, you know, doing all this Negan stuff and other things, but it's been a great ride up to now. I'm halfway through now. I've got like probably another, early June I'll be going home, and then I'll be coming back in September again, late September, but it's been great up to now. It's been awesome. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what did you used to do before you were before you cosplayed Negan, man? What was your what'd you do for a living and everything?
I were an artist, you know, so I drew on paint. I I did personalized items, you know, so they were like mugs, t-shirts, and things like that, and
Oh,
bags
cool.
with people's caricatures on and the names and things. So it were all that sort of thing I did, and I was working constantly, and I wanted to get into, you know, doing something social because I was really antisocial, working all the time. So cosplay was the thing that I decided to do. Well, first of all, I went to a Star Trek convention, which, yeah, I like Star Trek from when I was a kid and stuff, and it was great. You know, people there were really nice people. You know, they were all like Walking Dead crowd. They got something in common.
Mhm.
You know, so I thought, right, I'm gonna go to a Comic-Con. You know, try that. So I went. Then I went a step further and decided to dress up as Star-Lord because I like that movie, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
and ended up doing Negan instead because I grew my hair back and everybody started saying, "Hey, you look like Negan," you know, and I thought that'd be a great Halloween kind of dress-up thing. So I did that in Whitby in England for Halloween, and everybody loved it. So I thought, screw Star-Lord, I'm gonna be Negan for Comic-Con. So
Well, I remember way back in the day, man. I say way back in the day, but I don't know. It was probably at least 4 or 5 years ago. I remember seeing your comedian cosplay.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
from Watchmen?
Yeah.
the infamous
No.
comedian cosplay.
Now that was before you even came over to the US yet, right? I mean, to Sonoy.
yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
just before, like before Walker Stalker. They were LFCC, I think it was London Film and Comic Con. I went to as a comedian one day, and then the other day I went as Negan. But that costume will fall into bits, you know.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a true cosplayer. I mean, these guys that cosplay and stuff, they do a really good job of making these costumes up, and
Right.
I kind of like winged it. You know, I've got some bits from different people, and it will fall into bits. But I got a lot of tie wraps and glue, another thing, duct tape, and it worked. You know, it seemed to
Yeah.
work on the day, so that was good.
Nice. Sandy has a question. Did you ever cosplay as a Star Trek character?
Yeah, once.
Spock.
Yeah, no, just a general kind of outfit. Yeah. Henson.
Nice.
My friend were really into it, and he lent me one. He said, "You have this. You wear this. We'll all go down dressed up to the Star Trek convention."
That's cool.
So I did, and I felt like a right prat. At the time, I felt like an idiot, but you know, I got used to it after a while, and everybody were doing the same thing, so I felt great after a while. So,
Right.
good. Yeah.
Now, didn't you have an issue with weight like I did? I know you lost some weight at one time. Me and you kind of discussed it behind the scenes one day. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I tended well, with working from home as an artist, which I do animation now mainly at home.
Oh, cool.
I ended up working non-stop, really, all waking hours, and then just ordering food all the time. I didn't even cook for myself, you know, like I was just ordering whatever. So I was eating a lot, and then my dad said to me, like, "Jesus, you've gained loads of weight. You're fat." So he just tells me the truth, my dad, you know. He says, "What are you going to do to get rid of that? You know, I mean, are you going to train it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm always indoors, like working all the time. What do I do, you know?" And that's when I decided to get back into Negan cosplay and stuff and all that, because I knew that I'd get in shape to fit in the jacket again. That's the thing. So
Nice.
I lost 45 pounds, and I'm up for losing another 15, and then I'm good.
That's awesome.
I need to, yeah, and I'll be at my best weight, my fighting weight, back on track again, and social. You know, not working all the time. That was the thing that really got me like fat. Working
So we got
constantly. Yeah.
We got a couple fan questions here. Have we asked this one yet? Were you a fan of the show before you started doing Negan? Before you started doing the cosplay?
Yeah, from day one. In fact, I cheekily streamed it when it came out in America, the first episode. before it came out in the UK. So I cheekily streamed it, and the fact was I could not wait for the zombie show that I'd heard about coming out. So I actually bought a cosplay, kind of half cosplay of the Governor. So I've been a fan for a long time before Negan.
Love the Governor.
Nice.
I'm a ultimate zombie fan. I love that genre, you know. It's great.
Just zombies in general.
Yeah. I used to find them scary, you know, like if you had dreams about them coming into my house or like hiding in the loft, and you hear them all like walking around, stumbling and trying to get up to you and things. And that was my nightmare, you know, and that scared me. And that and werewolves, but nothing else really scared me. But like a lot of people, I like being scared. So
I do too. Yeah. We have another question. Barbara asked, "What's your favorite thing about being in Sonoy?"
I think it's the people, you know, and I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying that they're friendly, you know, people are approachable. They approach you, you know, you could communicate with people easily. You know, where I'm from, they really like kind of reserved. Where I'm from in England, so I don't have many people that I communicate with around there. I just like kind of work all the time. So contrast from coming from there to here is like, whoa, you know, like totally different. So it's great. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's good fun.
Now, we ask everybody this, but have you had any like fans that absolutely would not take your word that you weren't Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah, I have had that. I've had some crazy scenarios as well, where a guy thought I was Jeffrey Dean Morgan and came rushing up to me and said, "You should be dead." I'm like, "What? You killed Glenn. You should be dead." And I'm like, "I'm not even the guy. I'm just the guy dressed up as the guy." And he's like, he's saying, you are him. You're just pretending not to be him. And he like had a big back and forth with me and stuff. And he was crazy. He was like in middle of a big kind of a celebration. I don't know what celebration it was, but we were in Grantville. So, but it was crazy. Yeah, crazy kind of moment. When
That used to happen a lot with Twelman, man. Like I remember when I used to work with, I would do his photos sometimes when he like first started doing the pictures, and there was a couple times that these ladies like, yeah, they argued with me. I mean, they argued with me and said that that's him, and I'm just saying that so they won't go bother him or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, it doesn't happen so much as it used to do when I first came here, because he's a lot older now. You know, he looks different in the show. But when I first got here, it was crazy. It was like people were running up to me from over the street and just, you know, it was just absolute manic. But it was good fun, you know. Good stuff. But I always told them I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy, you know.
Right. I get a lot of Jerry when I'm in Sonoy.
Yeah, Brazilians are fantastic fans and things like that. But there were some Brazilians I met that did not speak much English at all, so they did not understand that I was saying I am not the guy.
Well, y'all witnessed it. Y'all witnessed it this past weekend. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. I get mistaken for Dwight all the time.
Yeah, we did see. You're right.
Yeah, that was the third time. That was the third time that day that happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy scenario and stuff like that. And then there's a story about Rowan Atkinson. You know, the guy that plays Mr. Bean.
Yes, Mr. Bean. Yeah.
Well, I know it's off topic from Walking Dead, but he well, there is Began. If you've seen him, he's like Jeffrey Bean Morgan, a character I do.
No,
Jeffrey Bean Morgan. Nice. But no, he were in a store, like a DIY store. So he's shopping, and this guy runs up to him and says, "You look like Mr. Bean." And he says, "Oh, I'm the actor, Rowan Atkinson." "No, you're not." And he would not believe him. He's like, "Yes, I'm the actor. I do Mr. Bean." "No, I don't think so." And then he finally said, "Oh, maybe you are." And then he said, "Nah, you're not." And the big argument they had, that was funny.
That's funny.
One of the shows, they did not believe that it was Mr. Bean.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maria has a question online. What do you think of Negan's arc currently on the show?
I think it's like a precursor to something coming. He's gonna get more badass than he is now. He's not very badass. He's trying to like kind of, like communicate with Maggie and try to get some sort of relationship that's not going to blow up, And then he's eventually going to turn into a badass when he sweeps his hair back.
Right.
When his hair's all like dry now or something like that, but when he combs it back like this, slicks it back, that's when he's going to become a badass again, but a good badass,
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll get like a new Lucille or something.
I hope so, man.
It
I
would be
think
great
he
if he
will.
did. Yeah, one of my friends who makes bats, Lucille the bat, he hopes so too. I'm sure he does because he sells the bats, so that should be fun.
Right.
If you get
know-
that right.
We got a question from YouTube.
I like this question.
I've seen pictures. You've met JDM before, right? I mean, I know besides cons and stuff, you've met him like at the gas station, hadn't you?
Yeah, I met at the gas station. Norman Reedus were outside pumping gas. I walked in. I just finished doing photographs with Chris Twellman, the Abraham lookalike, and went in there. Saw him at the kiosk, and I just said, "Do you mind if I trouble you for a picture?" And he was great, So I had a picture with him. Had a picture with Norman Reedus outside, and I've seen him driving around town. He's got some cool cars and bikes. I know that.
Nice.
That's what I need to get. I give myself a nice, cool car like that or a cool bike. That would be
You
good.
didn't see Jimmy around the corner, did you?
Yeah, it's
not that day. Not that day.
Not that day. He
No.
was on break.
Only if we would have known.
Well, the thing about it is, I always catch him when nobody else is around. So if Notorious Negan was there, I probably wouldn't
people
catch
were actually thinking that I was camping out there or something, but I was staying there, like in Sonoma. So
Darren, it don't matter. You could be like riding down the road and people see you next to them, you're camping out. So don't worry about it. I get accused of that too. It's fine.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's crazy seeing the actors walk around sometimes, and this
Yeah.
town is just like the center point of it all,
Right.
So,
Yeah, I ran into Bob at the Woodbury shop one weekend with his family. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's surreal. And, I think a lot of them, I think we don't realize how many of them are probably buying houses in the area and
will be.
are going to live there. I mean, it's a short drive to Atlanta. If they got to go to Atlanta to shoot, I mean, it's a nice neighborhood. People are kind of used to it by now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really nice town to live in, even if it wasn't for Walking Dead, But
Yeah.
I know the house prices shot up ever since the show.
Oh yeah.
Those houses where the wall was. Woo.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, they've gone up a lot, and I wonder how much Rick's house will cost.
Right.
There's no telling.
No doubt.
I wish you could have Negan's house on the corner, but someone lives there.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody snatched that up, man. I bet they got it for a good price too.
Yeah,
Crazy.
they did, yeah. It's a small house, but it's right on the corner. It's right on the. It's really like near town and everything,
Yeah.
Well, the story, I don't know how true it is, but the story I always heard was that house originally was a foreclosure and the studio bought it way back before the market down there was really high. So they probably got it for really cheap, like 50,000 or something like that. And it's set vacant forever until they finally used it for that episode. And then right after that,
I didn't know the
somebody
studio
moved
owned
into it. Yeah, that's what I've always heard.
That's crazy.
I heard Scott Tigliar own it.
Well, yes. I mean, I think I don't know if it was him and the studio or something, but I heard it was it had something to do with both of them.
That's cool.
See, it still has a mailbox outside, even though Negan smashed it off.
Right.
I do a video where I smashed that off, but I can't.
Movie magic.
I'll get arrested.
If I lived there, I'd have to put Smith's back.
Hey, we could get all we'd have to do, man, is ask them if we can come put up a prop mailbox, throw that thing up, man. I'm sure we can find one at a junkyard somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be good.
Do you have a favorite character for the show? Barbara's asking from online.
Oh, me myself.
Yeah. Do you,
Yeah.
other than
myself
Negan,
and I like the governor, and prior to that, I liked Shane. You know,
yeah.
Shane was one of my
Boy.
favorite characters. I just thought he was a brilliant actor and stuff, and I followed him in Punisher and other things that he'd been in. But obviously Negan, you know, were great when he came on scene. So he's probably second to no, not second to anyone actually. First, really. Now, but Shane at the time, he was a badass. You know, he was good. Great.
Don's upset you didn't say Rick.
Rick, I like.
Who?
Obviously.
She's
Obviously, I like
her
Rick.
petting him right
Loves
now.
Rick.
Fine.
Yeah, Rick's he's just awesome, Rick. I'm looking forward to him coming back. But yeah, it was Shane over Rick at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He likes all the bad
everybody
boys.
were Rick.
I'm with you on that, man. I love the character of Shane. I mean, I
Yeah.
know I love to hate him. Like, I'm not saying he's right about, I mean, there are some things he's right about.
Oh yeah.
But-
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did you like with Negan? I mean, I know
That's what, oh, yes, that's the perfect question. That and Rooker are like, you know what I mean? Merle and Shane, like, how would they have been, like, with Negan? You know what I mean? Would they have
Right.
jumped on board
Yeah, I
with him,
think
or would
that-
that have been a power clash?
Power
Yeah.
clash. I think
think-
Shane and Negan would have. Yeah.
I think
But
so,
the-
too.
My
Yeah.
question
I
to
mean,
you is
definitely
though,
Negan would have took out Shane very quickly, because that would have been his right hand man, like Rick's
That-
right hand man. If he were around.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the lineup had Shane and Abraham and everybody in it, he probably would have took Shane out first. Because remember, he got to kill the alpha male of the group.
Yeah.
Right.
He had to. Yeah.
Right.
So what's that mean about Rick?
Yeah.
That's exactly my thoughts. I think he folded Rick like a little girl. I hate to say it, and I'd close your little cardboard's ears. Yeah, I think he did. I think he folded Rick like a little twig. I really do.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
definitely did.
I think Shane were right all along. You know, most of the time anyway. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I truly agree.
Shane would have got killed.
Exactly. He would have killed him first because he's more powerful than Rick is. You said it yourself, Don.
That was a great character, man. I don't,
Oh, Shane. Yeah, dude.
he wasn't the greatest morally, but he was great.
He
Right.
didn't want to kill Rick. He wanted to control the group, so he had to keep Rick alive to control the group.
Yeah, it was the Laurie connection that did him in, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If it weren't for him getting with Laurie, but that was pretty quick. That happened. He got with Laurie pretty quick.
It sure seemed like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
After Rick supposedly died, they got together pretty quickly. But
I don't know if anybody remembers it like this, but it feels like at the CDC was when he was really starting to crack, like Shane, like really thinking about doing something drastic.
Oh yeah, totally.
he obviously did the bit where he was with Otis, like getting the meds for Carl, and ended up shooting him in the knee and leaving him behind to be eaten by walkers.
Yeah.
So that were a pinnacle moment for him as well. Yeah, that were where he realized he could do anything, I think, to survive. You know.
And I mean that's horrible, but then again, he didn't know the guy that well. He might not have gotten out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would have done it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I can see where his mind was.
Right, but without Otis, he wouldn't have got the right medication.
Right. Yeah, but he also wouldn't have made it back with that medication if he wouldn't have sacrificed. I mean, they could have both died.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Rick at that time would not make them sacrifices, would he? You know,
Right. Yeah.
You
To
know,
get that medicine back to Carl.
Yeah, Shane had already turned into that. You know, turned into that survivalist that takes just anything that you've got to do to survive. You know, he did it. Yeah, he shot him in the leg. So left Otis behind to be eaten.
Poor Otis.
How often did you practice to be Negan, and how did you get so dead on about it?
It's always a work in progress, so I'm not where I want to be with it, but I'm like that in a lot of things, like I do with my artwork and stuff and animation. I want to get better and better and better. So I just listened to the show as a fan first, and then mimicked some of the scenes he said by looking at the Negan lines on YouTube, you know. And then I think if you do it over and over, you start to get that kind of those mannerisms and those movements and things, and you just pick it up subconsciously mostly, you know, so you can actually remember all these lines and mimic them. I find it best when I listen to the guy, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, speaking as Negan, and then repeat it or change it, just the tone, you know. So like Andrew Lincoln, he is on set listening to the accent, apparently with earphones, before he does the shoot, you know, before he actually goes on set. So he gets the accent kind of in his head first. And I think that's a good way of doing things. But talking in 2017, 16, 17, if someone would have said, do Negan, and I'd have been like, whoa, you know, what, right. You know, as good as it is now, you know, but he still needs work, you know, for sure.
Give us your top three. Give us like three sayings, your top three, your favorite.
Let me see what we got. I like a long one like that says, the scene when he rolls onto the Whisperer camp and says, what's he say now?
No, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm
trying to think of shorter ones. It's a bit long, that one. It's obviously like, you are creepy as shit. You know, it's that one.
Nailed it.
What else is there that I like? Shut that shit down, but that's a hard one to do. Always has been a hard one for me to do. I will shut that shit down. No exceptions. It's a difficult one sometimes. What else is gotta get my damn skin suit. Best bring that extra long tape measure on account of my humongous balls. That is a good line. I love that line. That's one of the best lines in the show. Right. That and don't threaten me with the good times, a good one that I want to do a video of. Like a parody of that scene with Daryl. So that should be fun.
Yeah, and if nobody out there watches his TikToks, they're awesome. You might want to say what your TikTok is or your clapper.
Yeah, my TikTok is the Notorious Negan. My Instagram is also the same, the Notorious Negan. There's also clapper that I recently got over the last few months. That's Notorious Negan. So no the
Notorious. Gotcha.
So, yeah, those three I'm concentrating on mostly. I do post on YouTube, which is the same again, the Notorious Negan. And that is something I'm working on, like for little kind of fan films, you know, because obviously the vertical kind of phone system of doing videos is nothing compared to the widescreen movie style kind of fan film stuff you can do. So I'm looking forward to doing some of those projects soon. Yeah.
So ladies, go follow and like his page.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw on TikTok you did a little pig over there by the Alexandria wall.
Yeah,
I did.
That was perfect, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Some people have said I've done it a bit too many times, but I'm like, the walls won't be there forever. I'm doing as much as I can, you know. I'm going to that wall doing videos and stuff before they come down, which they'll come down probably next month. You know.
Yep.
By next month.
I think it was on TikTok with Betamax where he's digging.
Oh yeah, I'm digging.
Yes,
you
that
watch the new one. The new one's hilarious.
Yes.
I were laughing making it, you know, but it's a fight between me and Betamax TWD, Wesley, and it's to the music from Star Trek when Spock and Kirk are fighting. You know, like
yeah.
So it's like that.
Hilarious.
Nice.
Turned out really well, yeah. So I'm gonna do more like that with him as well and other cosplayers that are around. Yeah, it should be fun.
Very cool. In fact, we've got some pictures. I can pull that up.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of you by the wall.
Yeah. Good photo shoot by a lady called a lady called Rebecca St. John. She did the photographs. She's really talented as well. Yeah. So
very cool.
She did a really good job of that.
Yep, our very own Don threw this together to advertise for you.
Yeah.
This is cool. This was on, I think I got this from your Facebook page. This is cool.
That one was taken quite a while ago, about in 18. And I think I added, I did. I added the bat afterwards because it was blurry.
Oh, wow. Looks
so you
good.
find that, but when you point the bat like at the camera, it kind of blurs. So I replace it using Photoshop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. It looks good. It looks.
Thank you. Yeah. You can see it's very small on my screen, but yeah.
There's you and Jimmy.
Yep. Hey, in Nick and Norman's. One of my favorite places.
I was interviewing that day. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, we had a good time on the live. Yeah, on a mini podcast, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
We were having fun that day, riffing.
There's when I met you, man.
Yeah.
Met you at the viewing party. That was a good time.
Yeah, that were a great episode that as well. Yeah.
Yep. Good times.
Ooh, to get myself comfy.
Barbara.
Here's
Who dat?
Yeah.
I'm
trying to zoom in.
That's who that was the lady of the night at the viewing party. That was how awesome was that, man?
She passed me and she said, "I need a photo with you," and I was like, "What?"
I think you were probably the only person she asked for a photo with.
That's
Everybody
cool.
was asking her for photos.
It was great. I thought, wow, but wasn't that the lady from John Carter of Mars?
Yeah. John Carter, Wolverine Origins.
She was Silver Fox on Wolverine, yeah.
Wow, really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was like, I'd have been even more starstruck if I'd have known that. But yeah,
right.
But she was great, yeah.
And here's a fan you happen to kill right outside.
Oh yeah,
I got it on tape.
That guy was pretty awesome.
He did not just kneel down; he got on the floor.
I've got the video, so we'll go ahead and just roll the video here.
Yeah, that guy was like
that blows it out.
the whole day.
I've got a video of that dude too. I'll show here in a minute.
It's like just drops to his knees.
He didn't hesitate.
Nope. I'm like lining up to take the shot. He's got his eye on the ball. And shut that shit down.
And look at this walker right by.
The walker driving.
That's hilarious.
Only in Sonoy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, down he goes.
That was good acting.
Right?
Yeah. And then bam, bam, bam.
I was dying. That was so good.
I mean, also in town, there were, over pandemic, there were a camper van and that my friend has one of my friends he does Dale. I don't know him that well. It's the friend of a friend I know better than him. And he has a camper van. Stinks like hell, stinks of petrol and that. But I saw it driving down the street in Sonoy. And my friend opened the door and I just ran and jumped in, turned around and just like rode it. I think it was a Flip Off Friday as well. So yeah, that was great. That was good fun. Had some photographs outside that camper. Yeah. There we go.
Steven, these look like they're a while back.
Yeah, man. Me and Dan, we've known each other a while.
That's awesome.
That's back in the
Morgan's.
Morgan's, yeah.
Yeah, you were staying there and you used to meet me on tours.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then you can kind of see the evolution of the beard in these shots.
That's what I was saying. That was a lot shorter back then. I was like, that's got to be old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that would probably predates it.
Pretty that you could do toothpaste commercials.
Who, me? Tell them to hit me up.
Teeth are so pretty.
Tell him to hit me up. I'll do whatever.
Hey,
I'll do Jimmy's. Jimmy needs to do his products, and I'll do the toothpaste. We'll find some kind of.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the first time I ever met Darren. He went to my divorce party, and we decided to go to a gas station. He was telling people that he was gonna take half their shit, and then they started following us around.
Why
because
did you
they thought
film it? You should
we
have
actually
filmed
had
it.
him. Do what now?
Yeah, you should have
He
filmed
said he
it.
should have
but-
filmed
Should
it.
have filmed it.
That night was crazy because I remember we ended up those kids followed us around because they really thought you were Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They followed Dustin's truck.
That's
Someone
hilarious.
turned up at the place I was stopping as well. Like, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was trying to keep that kind of secret, and people just turned up in a big van, piled out of the van and stuff. And this couple that I'm with are thinking, who the hell are these guys? And I'm like, I don't know. So it was a wild ride. Like when I first got it was crazy. It's just everybody were just nuts, and
Oh, yeah.
but friendly nuts as well.
Right.
Yeah, they're all friendly. Most people here have been absolutely amazing. I mean, odd one's crazy, but aren't we all?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done any conventions?
I did the Fandemic recently. I'm maybe at. I'm trying to work out being at MegaCon. I've been there before in Florida.
Oh, Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. So that'd be cool to see you.
Cool. You might even see me there then. I'm
Ooh, when is that? When is that?
Ooh, when is MegaCon?
I'd like to go to that. I've never been, but I've heard it's good.
I've been before, like with Cecil Grimes. Like I went with him back in 2019, I think it was.
Okay, I went.
Think
I
so.
went in 18 or 19.
Actually,
yeah.
no, until like we're 18, I think. 2018. Give me dates. mixed
Okay.
up, but yeah, I've been there, and that were amazing as well. Some amazing cosplays because they're all mixed up. Like it's not just like Walker Stalkers, mostly people dressed up as Walking Dead guys and stuff and gals. That place were just mixed. With,
Yeah,
like,
it's more TV and movies in general.
Yeah, just everybody dressing up and having a good time. So it was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's May 21st and 22nd, Stephen.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So I'm going on Saturday with the family.
Hopefully, I can get a booth sorted out there. But,
yeah, man. I hope you're there. That'd be good.
Yeah, obviously there's a camp coming up as well, so that should be.
Yep, we'll be there.
I'm looking
That's
forward
awesome.
to that. I'm doing enough work towards it anyway. I'm getting in shape for it and stuff, and looking forward to seeing everybody, people coming up from all over, to Sonoma, Georgia. Well, it's Peachtree, yeah, the actual place that's.
Yeah.
Might
as well be the same though.
Yeah,
so
it's
will
right
you be
there.
doing photo ops at the camp also?
What's that? Sorry, my
Photo
volume's
ops
terrible.
At the camp?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Are you doing photo ops at the camp?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I've got a booth there. So I'll be doing photo ops and stuff. There'll be prints and things like that, and I'll do videos as well as pictures because I love doing videos. So that'll be fun. And yeah, it's something I'm working towards now. Like getting things ready for. It's fun building up towards it. Like I've got this kind of right. I'm gonna get myself in shape. I'm gonna do the character better. I'm gonna do this, do that, do loads of videos, and it's kind of a good motivation. I'm looking forward to being there.
You're talking about getting in shape. We should do a cosplay boxing tournament.
Yeah, we should do.
Yeah.
A ring around here somewhere. Like
we could throw one up at the camp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that'd be crazy.
Like the YouTube boxing, but you know what I mean? Like
that'd be
cosplay
good, yeah.
boxing. That'd be cool.
That would be.
Can't use my legs though, can I? I'm a black belt in kickboxing, but
really?
Oh dang, never mind. Darren's disqualified. You gotta register that weapon with the government.
It's been a while, but I'm doing actually a little project called Kung Fu Negan. So I'm going to be kicking and punching with a bandana around the head, comedy thing, speaking like in really bad dubbed accents. So that should be a pretty good project to get off the ground.
So what else can you do we don't know about? Because you just pulled that black belt out of nowhere.
No doubt.
I was like, what the world?
Yeah, we didn't know you were a ninja.
Yeah. Well, I used to be really into martial arts until I had an elbow injury.
Oh, wow.
It were an old injury that an Aikido instructor did. He hit my hit my arm really hard, demonstrated on me, and he did a hairline fracture on my arm.
Oh, wow.
And over years, it didn't heal up properly, and it splintered off. So that's it. My kickboxing career was over.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but it's healed up nicely now. But I don't do it for sport anymore. I just do it for like a bit of exercise here and there. It's good fun.
You should go do it by the lake in Sonoy, like Lake Merrimack, like on a Roadhouse. Go down there without your shirt and do that.
Yeah, by May time when I've got myself pristine. If I
nice.
Yeah, back in shape. That's it though. I mean, when you do things like that, kickboxing and things like that, or train or whatever, you have muscle memory, don't you? So you just like kind of work hard. Even when you're older, you can get in shape. It's good to be in shape rather than what I was, which was like a lot bigger, and hard to move around, bad knees.
Yeah. Barb has a question on Facebook. Do you have a favorite filming location that you've seen down there?
Well, I've got to say the wall. Yeah, the wall, obviously. But I like the Away With You wall as well.
Yeah,
Granville. Yeah,
that's a great location. There's also a bridge as well. You guys might have to tell me what scene it were from, but actually, I think it was a Whisperer scene.
The covered bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Red Oak covered bridge.
I've been there a few years ago, but I want to go again. Maybe
it's
check
cool.
that out, do a video there.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll throw you in a truck and take you down there, Darren.
That'd be great. Yeah. I've been meaning to like jump onto your tours and stuff, Steve. So
just let me know.
Locations done and film some bits.
I'll be down this weekend.
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, Steven saw my new toy I got, so we definitely got to get some Notorious Negan footage with this. I bought an Insta360. It's a 360-degree camera.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'm always
video.
Videos. Me, I love doing videos now. I'm like, pictures every now and again, but I love doing the videos and acting and things like that, and coming up with new ideas, creating stuff.
We can make a Notorious Negan experience because you can do like a 360 video and you can actually watch it like on with an Oculus.
Oh wow!
Telling you, we got some plans.
I've got an idea. If you look on YouTube, you type after this, if you write it down and look on it after, there's a VR experience that you might have seen as well with Negan when he's beating up walkers, and it's actually a VR
is it when they're in the woods at night?
No, it was in daytime, and it was a sanctuary when he was escaping.
I remember that.
Oh,
yeah, and it was super cool.
You can do that with this.
Yeah. That's what I want to agree with. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe if anything, I'll see you at the camp. So
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
hey, Darren, what was your favorite ever episode? What was your favorite episode ever?
I've got to say, like, Here's Negan, because it was something I avoided watching. I heard about it coming out and stuff, and I'm thinking, as soon as I watch Walking Dead again, if I watch Here's Negan, I'll get back into Negan cosplay again. I know I will. And I thought, right, no, I'm avoiding it because I'm doing this job. I'm working. And I like put it on hold. And then when I finally saw it, it gave me that buzz, that like kind of feeling to get into it again. So I think I'd say that. Previous episodes, trying to think which one is my favorite. Probably the one where the walls come down as well. That were a good one, when all the walkers came in and Alexandria were brought down. That were a lot of zombies, and I like zombies, so pretty much any episode with a lot of zombies in, that's probably one of my favorites. And effects and chopping and stabbing and all that horror. Yeah. Pretty good.
Anybody else got any questions for Darren tonight?
Yeah, great questions online. So thank
yeah,
y'all.
get some more good one too. I wish we could open up the phone lines. We ain't got that anymore. So
Yeah, we got to work on that.
and we do.
Hey, y'all look at this video where we're all talking at once.
Oh, that one, yes.
Let me see if it'll play. Hold on.
Hey, are you sharing it?
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
I know which one it is, I think, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Darren's at the end of the video, but I don't know if he's in this one. But man, we are all talking at one time.
Got it?
Listen to that dude.
All right.
I was trying to photo bomb.
He's too tall for that.
Yeah, he's a monster.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find the part I'm talking about.
And then one with the Nick and Norman.
He was to the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's Miss Monica filming us.
He was mopping and
It's
stuff.
right in here.
He got his hurt, right?
Yeah. Mopping nothing.
Right, he was mining.
Look, listen.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He got the,
Listen.
He got the exit right out the easy. Yeah.
Listen, we're all talking.
He was
It's rambling, it's all rambling. About 10 conversations going on.
We were all talking at one time. When I rewatched that, I was like, "What were we doing?"
I don't even remember that. That's hilarious. I don't remember that many people talking.
Everybody was talking at one time. It was like a bunch of kids just sitting there, just like fucking geeking out.
That is a perfect example of what the show has done. You know, just fans, like Darren was saying, just fans that with the same interest and just talking and. Yeah, man, that's awesome.
And we just met that dude. I just met that
dude.
dude.
We just met the dude. Yeah, literally.
That guy come on my tour and like he followed me around the rest of the day. I still don't know his name, but like I told him to come up there and meet everybody, and he told me he had tickets to Nick and Norm's that night. So he came up there and didn't have a ticket. So I was like, okay. So I didn't know what to tell him. So I introduced him to Darren and y'all. So I just had fun.
Nice.
And then right after that, once again, just to talk about, the fandom, somebody pulls up right behind us. Let me find it. Oh, wait. Maybe it wasn't right there.
This is my nephew, Kane.
Hey. No, this is when Casey's getting the pictures.
Podcast boys out here getting a picture.
Yeah, Jimmy was recreating.
The pictures,
From the alleyway here where Eugene.
Let's see if I can get a shot. Oh, wait.
The doors he went in.
The light is bright.
There you go.
That's where you gotta bring us out.
Dude, that's awesome.
That was
awesome.
Yeah, dude, I got that all.
Oh, I gotta go back and watch that episode, man. That's awesome, man. Good job.
There's a video online with Jeffrey Dean Morgan in that same area where he's coming out and a fan asks him to mention his page, mention the country, and mention a hell of a load of stuff. And he's like, what? I said, I can't understand that. I'm not doing that. How about I just say hi to your country? That's it. But it's right there where you were just filming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to watch that whole video, I'm gonna post the link in the comments here because it's pretty funny, man.
Yeah,
I think we were just excited to see each other that night. I think that's the only reason we were.
That's true. Yeah, anytime we get back together, right?
Yeah.
It's like that get together. Everybody's into the same thing. You've all got something in common. It's great. Yeah. It's just the atmosphere is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that night I think I was talking to Oscar about Steven mopping the floor. I think and everybody else.
Yeah, but we were all talking. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All at once too. It was hilarious.
Jennifer on Facebook has a good question. If there was another character you could cosplay as, who would that be?
Well, I was growing my hair. Like it was down here before I started Negan again. And I thought I might do cosplay again. But before I do anything else, I might do the guy from Captain America. What's his name now?
Loki?
No, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Okay.
Bucky
Winter
Barnes.
Soldier. Yeah, I was trying to remember his real name, like
Bucky Barnes.
Cactus
Oh,
Jones.
Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian Stan. That's it. Yeah.
Stan, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. I just like the
Nice.
cool. I like the outfit and stuff, and the cool walk he's got. I'm gonna do some like gun stuff and like blowing some shit up with some screen work, but it never happened. So I cut my hair. I suppose I could wear a wig and do it. Try it.
Right.
Mm.
That'd be
Also, you might have not heard of this, but right back, I just remembered really recently that right back when I decided to do cosplay for the first time, one of the first things I wanted to do was the guy from Kung Fury. I don't know if you've seen or heard of Kung Fury.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the like Kickstarter movie.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. And I bought all the gear, you know. So
Yes.
back in 2015, it was we were going to actually do cosplay, but never got around to doing it. And then
Nice.
all the Negan stuff happened. So yeah, but
Okay.
I love that
Yeah.
movie. I love the premise of doing a trailer first and then the movie after.
Yep.
You know, that's a trailer's not as much work. You know, you've got things you can put together and you can explore different kind of, you know, horror, sci-fi, put them all together as a trailer. And if they do well, people Kickstarter them and then you can boom, you know. So that's what I'm going to do with some Negan. Here's Negan trailers and other things.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to try that and some little skits and things. That should be good.
Nice.
Good
That'd
fun
be cool,
anyway.
man.
Yeah. Yes.
Anybody got any more questions?
Sandy, I guess you want to know what cosplay you're planning on doing next for sure. Like, are you going to do any different ones in the future?
Batman.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because
Well,
I've heard that Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah.
He's
He's going to be in like it's going to be like part of the multiverse, you know,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
I plan
Marvel's
to.
multiverse, but DC, and he's going to be like Thomas Wayne's Batman. Like there's a storyline where
Oh, the
Thomas
older,
Wayne,
the dad.
Yeah, I'll be doing Batman, I think. I wanted to do that before when I heard about it. Like, I'm going to buy all costume and stuff, but obviously I didn't know the costume he'd be wearing in Flashpoint. But then it got overturned. I think it didn't happen. And then I heard it was going to happen again. So I would love to do some Batman videos and use my martial arts in fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Because I like doing stunts and things like that. You know, I'm getting on a bit now, but I still like jumping around and throwing myself around.
Oh, she meant not cosplay. I my bad. That was my fault. Any other roles you're pursuing, like acting?
Yeah, well, I've got something here in England that I'll be doing when I get back in June time. I'll be filming. It's actually called The Dead and Us. It's on YouTube called The Dead and Us, and it's like a little zombie show on YouTube that it's a fan made thing. But I'm a character in that called Billy Lyons. So, like, I'm a bit of a badass. I've got to change my hair a bit. I've got a black shovel, not a bat. So I'm going to do some filming on that when I get home. And then back here in September. So hopefully I can film all my scenes that I've got to do while I'm home. Yeah. Okay. But that's the character, Billy Lyons.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good fun to get into acting, you know. I've always been interested, but just never actually pursued it, you know.
That's a good place to start too on like independent projects like that.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of stuff. You have a lot of stuff you can use for your reel. You know what I mean? In the future.
Yeah. Well, it's like I've never really I wanted to create myself, like create things myself, like movies and little things and ideas. So I probably won't pursue being an actor in the long run or anything like that. I'll just do my own projects and things and help out on other people's projects and things. And if I get my projects off the ground and get them, popular, moving and out there, that'd be great. You know?
Yeah, man.
But I just like creating. That's my main thing. I want to do is create. That's what keeps me happy.
Nice.
Good fun. Yeah.
So we we had a bunch of news pop up about some rumors anyway that Andrew Lincoln might be joining Marvel.
I know,
think-
yeah.
Oh,
Heard
yeah,
about
I saw
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually going to happen. But how would you feel if he did cross over?
Do you know what? The only person I can think of right now that he'd play is Reed Richards.
Yep, Mr.
Yeah, he would
Fantastic.
be a
Yep.
good Reed Richards.
Yeah.
He
I
would
saw
be a
fan
great
art where
Reed
somebody
Richards.
put him in Magneto's helmet.
Yeah, I did too. That's
That-
been the rumor.
Yeah, that Magneto was kind of cool looking.
How would y'all feel though if he actually came down and filmed and never came to do Rick? He went to Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Oh,
that would-
nah, he wouldn't do that.
I
I'm
hope
just
not.
saying, how would y'all feel?
Look at Jimmy
Well,
gaslighting us.
He just trying to get.
I think it'd be
Imagine-
hilarious. Look at
imagine
Don's
the
face
crossover
down there.
He trying to get Don. He's been
I
egging
think-
Don on all night.
I think it would be cool if he crossed over to the MCU, man. Like I hope that The
totally.
Walking Dead gets him a lot of good work in the future, man. He should get a lot of good work out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's already rumors that Norman Reedus could be like Ghost Rider. So
Yeah.
how cool that be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
the
awesome.
over to
You-
MCU. God.
You've already got Deny,
Yeah,
and
Like
there's a
Mick
few
Jordan.
more.
you got John too.
And Lauren Ridloff
Oh yeah, Punisher. Yeah, that's right.
and Ross Marquand.
Yeah, Ross.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of them.
There's a news story PT came out with yesterday talking about. I know I kind of said this before, but Melissa might not be coming to Daryl Carroll spinoff. He might. There's like a scheduling issue, and what's going to happen with the Daryl and Carroll spinoff now? Is it just going to be Daryl by himself?
I think that's a good move.
Just
man.
make it Daryl and Dog.
I clicked on. Someone sent me a link. I don't know how true it is, but I heard there were a rumor that Rick were going to do Andrew Lincoln were going to work with Michonne, like a Michonne Rick show.
I've heard that rumor too a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, we're linked. I read it like briefly, and I thought that.
Hi there,
was great.
Jimmy.
So we're thinking that not long back, Rick coming back for another show.
That's
Who's
a
that?
spinoff.
It will
Daryl and Dog.
be good.
I got that one autographed already.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, yeah, I got that one autographed like a month ago.
Got
You ought to
Maggie,
get
too.
you ought to get the dog's paw print on it, dude.
Dude, that would be hilarious. That actually crossed my mind.
He's in town a lot.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
really?
how would I
Yeah.
how would I do that though, Steven? I honestly I don't want to paint his paw and then put it on there. I mean, how would I?
Oh,
do
they have ink that
You have ink pads.
yeah that are
Here,
I
put
got,
it on this
um,
dog.
yeah.
Because I got back in the day at Universal Studios, I got Knight Rider's autograph. They put pad on the tire.
Ah,
They put ink on the tire, and then
that's
you
pretty cool.
push a piece of paper up against his wheel. Yeah, dude, they used to have the Knight Rider cars set up.
I
Kit.
do got flock dog. I guess I got to try.
Yeah, the
that. I gotta
DeLorean
walk
as
around
well
with
in
the
Florida.
Oh, the DeLorean. Now you're talking.
Yeah, my friend's got a DeLorean.
Does he really?
Yeah, he got it
Oh.
all done out like it was inside.
Oh,
Everything,
wow.
you know, with all the dials and everything. I don't know if he sold it now years ago when I saw him, but he had the
Oh,
full
wow.
thing. Yeah, full shebang.
That's awesome. I would love to have one of those.
I know I would too, but I've heard they're pieces of crap, man.
Yeah, you'd be right on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you're right. And parts are
hate
just
it.
hard to get to.
Yeah.
I really hated closing his door. You know, the doors open up. When I close this door, he's always like, "Oh God, don't close it like that." And I'm like, "How do I close the door like this? What? You just close it? I'm closing it softly. Don't do it softly. Do it hard. Do it." How do you close the goddamn doors? That's what I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do got some other stuff that went on this week. I went to Granville and watched them film The Color Purple.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually got to watch the guy that plays Heath acting in that, and he's doing a really good job. I literally was 5 foot away from him, and people asked me when to get an autograph. It's like, man, I actually got to watch that guy act for like 3 hours in a row, and I just kind of just went home because it was like I was watching Steven Spielberg film it, and it was freaking awesome.
No way.
Yeah,
You saw
I was
Steven
trying
Spielberg?
to I was trying to get down there, man, but I couldn't get out of work.
Me and Cindy literally sit on somebody's front porch and watch them film that for about 3 hours, and Steven
No
Spielberg
way.
in front of us.
That's
was awesome.
amazing.
Then you can watch
Yes.
it on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was definitely cool. I know they were talking about I don't get it political, but they were talking about Whoopi Goldberg. The day before we were there, she was walking down the same street where the jail is, and she was singing Amazing Grace, and they were talking about how cool it was. I missed that, but I did get to see the guy that played in The Walking Dead actually act, and he's looked like the father in that scene. They're supposed to be coming back next week to film some more stuff, Steven. So we got to hook up to go do that. Okay,
Dude, I need to come down or
we're
up.
gonna get Darren out there acting like Negan. I'm gonna take half your stuff.
Yeah, I have got to do as much content as possible while I'm here. You know, loads of content. But I ain't got as far as going into gas stations yet and asking for half this shit, but I want to do that. I did it at home in Tesco's, which is like Walmart in England, you know, it's Asda, they call that. I walked in there with a megaphone. Secret for everybody watching. I started shouting on the megaphone, but not really. So instead of like causing a big stir and getting kicked out of this supermarket, I got my megaphone. I pretended to go, "Oh, shut that shit down. No exceptions," and stuff. And start walking around shouting and doing other ones that I'm going to be putting up, and then adding the sound afterwards.
Yeah,
it's like
add it in post.
So what you're telling me is when the camp's going on, we need to go to Walmart in Peachtree City. Yeah, walk around and get Casey to film you walking at the people's buggies.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I will do it.
We got to do it.
Get all your shopping, and everything. I'll walk up and say, "I want half your shit."
There you go.
And then just drive away with your car.
I'll give it.
Maybe one where we're fighting over the last bag of peanuts or something. I don't know. Just crazy scenarios like that, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's shouting in the library.
It's Barbara's birthday.
Yeah. Oh. Can we get a shout out in Negan style to Barbara for birthday?
Barbara, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hey Barbara, I want half your cake. If you don't give me half your cake, hell, well, I might just cry.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I really want half of a cake. I'm starving.
Right. Happy birthday, Barb.
Happy birthday, Barb.
That's awesome. That's a cool birthday present.
Great birthday.
That's pretty awesome.
It's good fun.
I know Dawn had some stuff she needs to talk about the camp. You got some announcements?
I have an announcement. Me and Barbara, actually, it's Barbara's birthday, but Casey.
It's Barbara's birthday?
It's
Barbara's
birthday.
Did
you really miss all that, Steve?
Nah.
You playing.
Me and Barbara are going to do a scavenger hunt for the camp.
Oh, nice.
So there's going to be a prize. I think there's first place and runner up. I think Casey's going to put on the camp page, like everybody that wants to sign up for that. So be looking for that for a sign up sheet, because once everybody's name's taken, no more can sign up. So like I said, they are prizes, first place and runner up. So
is it like a scavenger hunt? Like we have to find you and Barbara hidden around the camp?
Like Waldo. Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
And also, Chris Tillman's got Chad Coleman coming to the shop.
Yes.
Oh, what is that?
Either the 30th or 13th. I don't know if they come up with a solid date yet.
They hadn't.
Okay.
So when it happens, Casey, you coming up? Oh, there you go.
Try.
Look at over there.
Speaking of Chris, I got my SF shirt in.
Hey, look what I got. Look what I got.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It's good.
I'm gonna call 911.
Yeah, get himself
call that Willis.
I know, officer.
Oh,
nice. All right, Mr. Darren, you got anything to say before we head on that, buddy?
No, just reminded me with the SF thing. I was at the backing crew, like the extras, had a little party, and they were there, and that were a great atmosphere, like with all the people that were extras on the show and stuff, and they had big signs like SF signs and things, and taking photographs and stuff. So it was good to be a part of it, even though we're on the outskirts watching it. You know, I did talk to a few people from the show that played extras and some parts. Who turned up now? Gabriel Gabriel turned up, what's his name again? Sorry.
Seth.
Yeah, he turned up at the place and stuff. No other actors or anything,
cool.
but it were a good kind of show at that, like a smokehouse place. So I enjoyed that. And I said I was a bush. People were asking me what was I doing on the show, and I'm like, oh, we're a bush. I stood there like that. People believe some people believe that I were really a TWD bush. But it was good fun. But yeah, that's for the closing comments, follow me pages like TikTok and Notorious Negan on Clapper, Instagram, YouTube as well. I'll be doing more videos on that soon, so follow all that shit. And
if you want to see him, come to the camp.
Yes.
If you want to see me to the camp in May, because it's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
It's gonna be
for all you Florida people, possibly MegaCon, so be sure to follow.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I forgot one thing. There's no charge to sign up for this. To win a prize, there's no charge. You don't
dang, you can't beat that.
There's
stuff.
So yeah.
Y'all better snatch it up.
Right?
Can I reserve all of them?
Yeah.
All the slots for myself?
Yep. As long as you fill it up.
Well, I want half that shit.
Whatever you get, Steven, you got to take.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Man, yeah. Thank you so much, Darren, for being on the show, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me. It's been good, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys around and out and about and things.
Definitely.
I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
You got your bat? You got your bat, Steven?
Yeah.
There you go. What about you, Casey?
I don't have a big bag. All I got is the Negan keychain in my bag.
You better grab that keychain.
I'm Jerry. I got my axe.
There you go. Grab the axe.
Oh.
There you go. All right, guys. We love y'all. Anybody got any closing words before I cut it out?
The Patreon.
Yeah, we got to play our ads real quick.
I'm leaving stuff out. Sorry,
and a big shout out to our sponsors: Walking Dead Tours and Events, AutoWrapsPlus.com, Water Tower Tours, Abraham's Army, The Camp, Survive the Night, Horror Nation, and Walking Dead is freaking amazing. And we'd like to thank of our patrons for supporting the show. And if you would like to support the show, just go to patreon.com/thedeadtruth.
All right, guys. We love you. Holler at you next time. Wacky screens, guys. Boom.
Thanks. Good night, everyone.
Good night.